natural beauties, wagwan, welcome back to another video. Hey to all my notification gang, thanks so much for tuning into this video. You already know I love you guys so much for clicking on this video in the first place. It's Halloween season, one of my two favorite times of the year. I know you guys are like, aren't you ever gonna do a Halloween tutorial? You guys ask me this a lot, and I am coming, but I think I'm only gonna be doing one Halloween tutorial this year just because I don't really have the time to think of a really nice look for you guys. But that video will be coming soon, and if you're watching this after, it's going to be linked of course on the screen because I am going to be recording it real soon, I promise. So you guys probably already know I am a 90s baby. Yes, I grew up in the 90s. So when we were younger, Disney was the in thing. We used to watch a lot of Disney TV series and Disney movies and all that good stuff. And the 90s was definitely the best era for literally everything, music, movies, just everything, okay? This video today is going to be a countdown of my top favorite Halloween Disney movies of all time. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite Halloween flicks with you guys, and I used to live on Disney, so I thought it was only right that I'm going to be doing a Disney countdown for you guys of all the best Halloween movies that you can ever find on Disney. Yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be naming all the movies and just describing them a little bit for you guys if you've never seen them, so that if you've never seen them you can probably go ahead and check them out, or you can know if it's something that you'd be interested in seeing in the first place. A lot of persons are not for Halloween, and that's okay, but I love Halloween. So I actually have 7 movies on my list. I couldn't make 10, I couldn't find another 3. There were others, but they really weren't all of that, so I wasn't going to make them on the countdown if, you know, they're not all that in the first place. So this right here is going to be the top 7 Disney Halloween movies of the 90s and early 2000s, I think. All these movies are perfect to watch if you want a nice Halloween family night, or if you're just looking for something that is kid friendly and scary at the same time. Yeah, you guys can check these movies out. So if you guys are a big fan of Disney or Disney movies back in the day, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you guys like this list. And if you guys want more countdowns like this, you already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and also drop me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. So without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into this video. The very first movie on my countdown, number 7, is going to be Phantom of the Megaplex. Now this one was not really like horror, or at the time I didn't even find it very scary. So this movie is basically about a legend that supposedly lives in a theater, like a legend of something scary, a phantom. And these kids go to the movies and they're basically realizing that some stuff is going wrong, and they're like, you know, they believe it's a phantom and whatever, but the phantom in the end I think turned out to be a person. It was interesting, but it wasn't very scary, like, you know, it didn't make your skin crawl or anything like that. It was more a bit of suspense and just really interesting because you're kind of wondering who the phantom is. But yeah, it was basically just a legend, and it was a good movie though. Alright, my number 6 movie on this countdown is Under Wraps, and I love this movie so much. My mom actually watched like a bit of this with me once. I distinctly remember that. Under Wraps is basically a movie about a 3,000-year-old mummy. I think he was 3,000 years old, and I think he comes out on a full moon, when the moon is pure, that's what they call it. So basically there were a group of kids that, I don't remember how they came upon the mummy. He came to life, alright, on this very rare occasion. He came to life, and he came across the children. I don't even know how they came across each other or how they kind of realized that, you know, oh hey, there's a mummy. But it was pretty funny because the mummy was getting into a lot of trouble, and he was kind of like, they were trying to help him to adjust to the modern world. So they basically were dressing him up. He was learning how to ride a bicycle. They were basically trying to teach him new things because he came into like the era where like all this weird stuff is happening and weird things people are using, and he was kind of dumbstruck about the whole thing. So it was kind of funny. It was a bit of comedy. It wasn't so much scary, but definitely it had to be higher than my number 7 pick. So yeah, so Under Wraps was a really, really good movie, and it came out in 1997. So number 5 on my list is this movie called Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, guys. Like, this movie is so cool. There are 2 siblings, a boy and a girl, and they're living with their single mom, alright? So I think their dad was out of the picture. I don't remember, you know, what was the circumstance, but he was out of the picture, and their mom was single. She hadn't dated anyone in a very long time. So they decided that they were going to hook her up and send her on a date. You know, they were like, yo mom, go out, have fun, whatever. You haven't been out in a long time. So they come to find out that the guy that they hooked her up with was a vampire, and they're basically trying to save her from him because she actually did go on the date. Okay, so the vampire's aim was basically to make her his mistress and turn her into a vampire like him and whatever. So they were trying to save their mom from this. So this whole ordeal was pretty cool to watch. It was a bit scary, but at the same time it's intriguing to see how they try to save their mom from the vampire. So that's basically Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. The title is pretty straightforward, and it's basically what the movie is about, and that movie actually came out in 2000. Okay guys, my next pick is called Don't Look Under the Bed. I remember when this movie came out, I don't know, I think this is where my early obsession for scary things came from. Like, scary movies are my favorite kind of movies, and I think it was from this era of Disney. I used to look forward to Halloween so much because I just love scary movies and just scary flicks and all that stuff. Don't Look Under the Bed is a movie about a little boy who has an imaginary friend, but he's beginning to get older, and as soon as they stop believing in their imaginary friends, the imaginary friends become a boogeyman or boogie woman, boogie people, and they don't want that, you know. They still want the kids to believe in them. There was this boy, and he had a boogeyman friend, imaginary friend. I think his sister had the same boogeyman as her imaginary friend when she was young. I don't know, but he basically, the boogeyman knows the boy and he knows the sister. So there's this whole world under the bed, and her little brother gets trapped there, and they actually have to go and rescue him, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. This is definitely a movie to check out, and this one came out in 1999. So my number 3 pick is Halloween Town. Oh my god, Halloween Town is like the ultimate Halloween movie on Disney, guys. Like, Halloween Town is basically about a teenage girl who finds out that she's a witch. Her mom kind of kept it from her all her life, and then she found out, that there's a world called Halloween Town. Well, a place called Halloween Town, and her grandma lives in Halloween Town. So she went there and she visited her grandma. She really likes it there. And in Halloween Town, it's Halloween all the time. So you have all the pumpkins and the scary looking people. And I think there was this guy trying to take over Halloween Town, or take over the people, or something of the sort. But Marnie, that's the girl's name, she and her mom and her grandmom put their forces together because they're all witches, and they defeated the guy. And I think his name was Cromwell or something like that. But there's a lot of spells and just spooky stuff like that in the movie. I really, really love Halloween Town. I think it's definitely a classic. Definitely forever will be one of my favorite movies. And that one came out in 1998. Alright, so my second favorite Halloween movie, top 2, yeah. Top 2. Number 2 is definitely Twitches. Twitches with Tia and Tamera. They're basically twin sisters, of course, just like in Sister Sister. They're twin witches, actually.
Twin witches! Exactly!
Separated at birth. Their mom was a very powerful witch, and I think their dad was also a magical person. But anyways, they got separated. And one of them is not living so rich, while the other one is living pretty rich. And then they actually found each other. Don't remember how exactly they found each other, but they found each other, then they found out they had powers, or I think they knew they had powers before, something like that. But this movie is actually a really, really good catch. Something interesting to watch, just because it's kind of cool seeing them finding out that they are actually twins, and then how they kind of, you know, just do that parent trap type thing and come together and they actually defeat the darkness, because there's this darkness that's trying to take over something. I don't remember if it's trying to take over their world, or just, most of these movies are kind of similar actually.
Go Twitches! Go Twitches!
But yeah, the whole deal of them finding each other and then trying to battle the darkness together, pretty cool. I remember they have these really cool necklaces. I think I remember that. But yeah, that's a really cool movie. So Twitches actually came out in 2005. Oh, okay. So yeah, Twitches came out in 2005. Alright guys, so it's time for my number 1 movie for Halloween on Disney. Yeah. Guys, if this is not your number 1 Disney Halloween flick, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but bro. Number 1 for me definitely has to be Hocus Pocus. Like, I will watch Hocus Pocus all day long. Like, Hocus Pocus has got to be one of the best Disney movies, whether Halloween or just any category. Definitely has to be one of the best Disney movies ever. I don't know, I just love the whole witch vibe. And yeah, so in Hocus Pocus there are 3 witches. So they were resurrected on Halloween. There are 3 of them, 3 sisters, Winnie, Sarah, and this other fat one, I don't remember her name. But definitely Winnie is my favorite. I remember Winnie is wearing green, and she had like the craziest lips. Her lip shape, so crazy. I love Hocus Pocus. So basically the witches are haunting, I would say they're haunting. They're basically taunting everybody so that they can stay immortal, because they don't want to, I think there's something that there's a book, or yeah, there's a book of spells or whatever that can keep them immortal. And the kids that kind of woke them up, there's also a talking cat. And then like in Hocus Pocus, there's a lot of times when they basically just start singing and the witches are chasing the kids, and it's crazy, guys, it's crazy.
I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My whammy fell on you, and it was strong.
The kids that woke them up are trying to get them to die again, it's just a really cool movie, guys. Like Hocus Pocus is so interesting. I love it. I think I'm gonna download Hocus Pocus and just watch it again. I really love the movie. But it's basically just about witches, and they're trying to brainwash kids so that they can steal their souls, I think, or something like that. But it was crazy. Hocus Pocus was definitely one of the best Disney movies ever, guys, ever. So that concludes my countdown of the top 7 Disney movies, Halloween Disney movies. Hope you guys enjoyed this countdown. And if you guys have watched any of these movies, and if I named out one that was your favorite, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you guys have not yet hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 50K, guys. That's our next marker, 50K. Let's go. Thanks so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.